Real Madrid will be aiming to bounce back to winning ways when they lock horns with Valencia in the semi-finals of the Spanish Super Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Following the loss to Villarreal in La Liga this past weekend, it is imperative that Carlo Ancelotti and company produce a strong reaction and progress to the finals of the Super Cup, where they would meet either Valencia or Barcelona. Real Madrid are the current holders of the trophy, having won it last season, and will look to successfully defend the title. Ahead of the game against Gennaro Gattuso's side, Ancelotti appeared in front of the press and discussed what it means for Real Madrid to win the Super Cup, along with several other topics. On the Spanish Super Cup, titles are always important for this club. Last year it was a title that gave us confidence for the season. Hopefully, it can be the same in this Super Cup. We have to prepare well for tomorrow's game and play well. Then we'll try to go home with another title. On Real Madrid's performances post-World Cup, I think it was foreseeable that we wouldn't be at our best at this stage of the season. The signs from training were good. I was surprised by the Villarreal game. We have to get back to doing things right. The defensive aspect wasn't good. We have to work and show something different. We know how to defend much better. Tomorrow we have to apply ourselves. The defensive phase is important for us. Up front we have the quality we need. On not having any Spanish players in the lineup versus Villarreal, I think it was a coincidence. I think the matrix of this club is Spanish, it's clear. Madrid is a universal club. We have Spaniards in the youth academy too. Madrid are the club that has produced the most players in the youth academy who play in La Liga. On whether the players are mentally burdened after the WC, I don't think it was too much of a mental burden. It could be that some people are affected emotionally, but we have to wait a bit to draw conclusions. We are hurt by Villarreal and I hope the team reacts tomorrow. It's a very important test. On Gennaro Gattuso, we've had some great moments. We've won 2 Champions League titles. Memories forever. After that the relationship is not always good. We have had personal problems, but I don't want to talk about that. On the objective in the Spanish Super Cup, we have to fight for every title. We think about winning everything. Now we will do everything we can to win the Super Cup. We don't think about whether or not it's an objective. On Gattuso as a manager, a lot of coaches have come out of that Milan team. They don't come to me now, but Seedorf, Pirlo, Gattuso, Nesta, maybe they have learned something, an experience. Then each one puts his touch on the team. Gattuso's teams have a very clear identity, they are intense. On the team's defensive problems, I am convinced that we will see a compact, solid unit. The defensive aspect is not about quality, but about mentality and sacrifice. On whether physical problems led to defeat vs Villarreal, it's been years since we stopped doing very long physical programs. There are a lot of games, not a lot of rest time. We haven't scheduled any downtime. We went down because we didn't play well. On penalty shootouts, we don't train for penalties very much. It influences those who want to take them and those who don't. Sometimes it's hard to find 5 players who want to take them. The mental aspect is very complicated. It's impossible to recreate the atmosphere of a penalty shootout in training. On playing in Saudi Arabia, we are delighted to play the Super Cup here because of the atmosphere we had last year. On Cristiano Ronaldo's move to Al Nassr and Gareth Bale's retirement, Cristiano was a fantastic signing for Al Nassr. We wish him all the best. The same goes for Bale, who retired yesterday. They will always be in the hearts of the Madridistas. A lot has been said about Kylian Mbappe's future in the past, and if a recent report from journalist Carlos Carpio is to be believed, then the World Cup winning Frenchman is still attracted to play for Real Madrid. Mbappe, 24, is arguably Madrid's biggest transfer target, but the operation is set to cost the team more than the actual briefing. Hence, Carpio quotes that if the Frenchman does, in fact, want to don the royal white, then he must lower his financial demands and make himself available in the future for the team. Once that is done, team president Florentino Perez just cannot say no to a player like him. The ongoing issue at Madrid is pretty evident, to say the least. Club captain Karim Benzema is approaching his years, and with each passing month, the star forward is getting more vulnerable to injuries. So to avoid future mishaps, the team from the capital city is hunting for a replacement, and for that matter, not only Mbappe but even the likes of Erling Haaland of Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane have been linked. There are claims, to doffage ages, that Madrid have already established contacts with Kane's representative, and given that his ongoing deal with the London-based team runs until 2024, the valuation can go up to €100 million. As far as Mbappe is concerned, he is reportedly not happy at Paris Saint-Germain and is of the idea that he has now complied with all the conditions that were put forward during his previous extension. In any way, signing Mbappe isn't going to be a cakewalk, to say the very least. It's not that Madrid will have to fend off other suitors, but it is just that the price of the entire business might defy all odds.